component to GIX Logistics Pro, becoming one of the most rapidly growing third-party logistics companies in the nation since starting in 2006. This designation not only displays their solid business model, but their commitment to providing excellent service.
So if we commit to a load, we commit to doing something at a certain rate, that's what we'll do it at. We won't give the load back to you. We're not going to make up a story about a truck breaking down. We're not going to do any of that.
The professional team has the ability to meet the needs of all its customers. With 15,000 carriers and access to over 225,000 pieces of equipment to deal with any shipping arrangement. But nothing is more important than the commitment and dedication exhibited by GIX employees. GIX has developed their rules of engagement, a list of 14 items that employees commit to. One of these rules is, success is earned by working when others aren't.
You know, transportation is 24/7, trucks never stop, there are no holidays, there are no weekends. If a driver needs information, they need help finding the place they're picking up, or the place they're delivering, or they have a breakdown. The transit, we have to be available. It doesn't matter what time of night. It doesn't matter, if you're sitting down to dinner with your family. We got to make sure we're available.
Customers depend on GIX to meet their deadlines, so they can be successful. In order to meet customer expectations, Company President Jim Perney and his Vice President Mike Young expect accountability from their team and encourage employees to push themselves and raise their individual performance bars.
One of our big focuses is leadership development. How do we make sure that my voice is maybe being heard on the floor via somebody else? Who's my conduit on the floor to make sure that our frontline employees are being coached, corrected, guided, all that kind of stuff in the right way day in and day out. It used to be we all sat next to each other, right? We were 12 people, first floor of the Kaufman building. We could hear everything, we could hear every transaction, every negotiation, every issue. We could correct it on the fly. We can't do that with 50 plus people. So you have to make sure you have really good middle management, really good leaders on the floor that are doing what we would do if we were in their shoes.
GIX Logistics, the Grand Island Chamber of Commerce's Small Business of the Year.
Please welcome Jim Perney, Mike Young, and the GIX Logistic team to the stage.
First off, I wanted to tell Craig Hand, congratulations, being our neighbor, and we appreciate the smell of that popcorn, because during break time, all these guys are running over to grab that popcorn. I'm hoping it's not coming out of the trash can. And Governor Ricketts, thank you for the kind words earlier. We appreciate that. So, also, thank you to Cindy and the Chamber. This award means a lot to GIX Logistics. And looking into this crowd tonight, I know this wasn't an easy decision, as Grand Island has so many great businesses, large and small, that deserve these awards. So thank you for that. Secondly, I'd like to thank our management team up here and employees, as they're the ones that truly deserve this award. But also, it also goes out to the significant others. I know at times that can be pretty rough when these guys are at the office at 6 a.m., 8 a.m. and not getting home until 12, 14 hours later because we got a hot load to cover. So we appreciate your support on that. So, thirdly, thanking the sponsors tonight. Great event. We appreciate that. And when we focused on growing this business, there were several local businesses and organizations that made this possible, so I'd like to just throw out a few thank yous on that. The EDC, City Council, Mayor Jensen, Chad Nabity, the CRA, 5 Points Bank, Pat O'Neill, Amos Anson and his team, Cannon Mossberger and Architects, and Olson and Associates. They were all believers in our vision. Along with all those people, there are a lot of familiar faces of customers and vendors and suppliers out here in the crowd tonight. This wouldn't be possible without any of you, and we greatly appreciate your business. Cindy mentioned I needed to give a brief little bit on our company, where we started and where we were going. So the Kaufman Center is where we're located, right next to Craig. It's not the five and dime store that it once used to be, but we at GIX Logistics, we have a great office that provides a great working environment. We have really enjoyed having our office in the downtown Railside area. There are some really cool things coming downtown, and we appreciate the support and desire for other businesses to come to the Railside. One of our goals is to provide our employees with well-paying jobs and provide them with a great work environment with our opportunities for advancement, like Mike had mentioned. Our GIX Logistics was formed in 1992. We chose to split our business from Grand Island Express and GIX Logistics in 2013. In 2013, GIX Logistics moved downtown and started with 12 people in that office. Just after 2 years of growth, we knew we had to find more space and purchase the building we were leasing at that time. In August 2015, we started our renovation. Many of you, I notice in this crowd, have toured it, and I think you can understand that we put our best foot forward to adapt to our millennials. September 2016 was our first day in that renovated space. The growth and hard work of our staff now has us at 54 employees at that location, which was an addition of 42 jobs since we split just under 5 years ago. So we're very proud of that, but this would not have been possible without the people that I mentioned earlier in the crowd and who I mentioned. Also goes out to several state colleges and universities throughout Nebraska. Without them, we wouldn't have the employees we have today. We're not going to stop there. We have room for 43 more people in our current location for a total of 98 employees, and we hope to get there over the next several years. One last thank you. I don't know if you know Tom and Sue Perney. Those are my folks. Without them and their support and belief in our employees and management team, none of this would have been possible. So I wish everybody the best in 2018, and thank you again, and good luck on your brackets.